Libra, and welcome to your August 2018 general reading. It's very funny, when I was sort of tuning into your energy, I felt an awful lot of power coming through me, an awful lot of, just power. This desire to emerge, to build this new life. Sort of, I don't know if some of yous have had enough and you want to shake off the old, and it's really funny because you're ending with the Queen of Wands, who is that powerful female or male, but is having this powerful sexuality, powerful magnetic queen who just attracts what she needs to her. She doesn't have to do anything, she just pulls people to her. So I also pulled a romantic angel card for you, as well as an additional guidance card. There's definitely the potential of some romantic feelings going on here, Libra. I don't know if this is a new love or you're at a crossroads between walking away from an old one. It might be different for different people, but your additional guidance card is romantic feelings, and that there's feelings that you've got going on for you. This is also clarified with the Page of Cups. Sorry, this is about the feelings, you know, those sort of quite erotic, romantic feelings we have for someone that moves us. But what's interesting is also with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups sometimes can represent having to walk away from someone. It's not an ending card, it's more a card of, well, until there's more resolve within you or within me, I'm going to explore new options. So this is pretty much this story here. And I've also turned around and you've got new love turning up. So there's definitely a lot of feelings going on here, but again, the Eight of Cups might be that decision. Some of you aren't getting your needs met in an existing situation, and your power's rising, Libra, to seek out something which is real, which is genuine. It's only a page. I actually love the pages because they're about playfulness and those initial feelings of desire and love. The Eight of Cups is interesting though, because you have got mending. So there might be some relationship issues that need a little bit of work. A little bit of I think there's going to be a couple of stories playing out here. And because there's different people watching, it's going to mean different things. So some people might have made a decision to walk away, and when after making that decision you've decided to stay and mend a relationship. A little bit of a confusing picture, but let's carry on, and my love readings will be next week, which might clarify things. What you most want is the Wheel of Fortune. So that's the feeling I'm getting. There's a sort of feeling of having enough. The Wheel of Fortune is a turnaround of events. It represents a doorway and destiny, that when it opens, a new world starts to emerge. So that sort of makes sense for this sort of feeling that I've got for you, Libra, that some of you are really ready to throw off the old and find something new. Your protector card is the Two of Wands. So that makes sense because I've got a little bit of a confusing picture, and some of you are at crossroads. This might be within a relationship, it might be with life in general. You're not quite sure how to go forward, but this might be particularly playing out around the emotional front of both these cards, because this is the new feelings, but this is also walking away because something or someone isn't fully able to give you what you need. Okay, so that's probably why you're at the crossroads, but by the looks of it, being at the crossroads isn't the most difficult thing. It asks you to have courage and strength because you've already picked up that ace. You already know that you want more passion, more enthusiasm, all that stuff. So you're asked to have courage and move your life forward. The challenge is the Seven of Cups. There you go. Some of you might have more than one option. This is my brain fog card. It's about feeling blurred, not quite sure who to choose, what to choose, or what the next pathway is. But Libra, this is going in your favor. So being confused is part of the process of propelling your life forward. It's like fog, and when fog clears, we start to see things clearer again. So there's a sort of feeling of don't be too quick to make a decision. Don't be too quick to do anything hasty. Sort of allow, almost be a bit playful with your feelings, especially if any of you are going on dates, you're starting something new. Explore and be playful rather than putting all your hopes for the future into one person. Explore and be gentle and be joyful. That's the sort of feeling that I've got. Now, in your relationship houses, you have got the Ace of Discs. The Ace of Discs, all the aces are about birthing new chapters. The Ace of Discs would be your everyday life, okay? So it's like wanting something different, more stable, that's part of your life, okay? I'm going to clarify this. Give me a minute. What's this Ace of Discs? Yeah, because it's just the Five of Discs. So the Five of Discs can be a card about being separate. Some Libras aren't getting their genuine needs met. That's what the Eight of Cups is for this Page of Cups. And there might be a new pattern beginning to emerge where you feel less in this Five of Discs energy. We need to go through the fives to start something new, okay? But I'm sort of getting a picture here that there might be a love and you're making a decision that your needs aren't being fully met in this situation and you're wanting to birth this new start. This Ace would tell me that, as well as that Page. Sorry, my phone going off. But don't be too quick to do anything, because you might find over the month of August, when Mars goes forward at the end of the month, is a time to move forward, okay? Mars retrograde, as a lot of you know, is about reflecting on your life, what you're doing with it, who's in it, and especially your drive and your sexual energy. So it's almost a picture of a little bit of confusion, but at the same time starting, there's a new pattern emerging here. And I keep getting a feeling of be light, Libra. So if any of you are starting a new relationship or have new feelings for someone, keep it joyful and playful. In your money sector, you've got the High Priestess. Follow your intuition. The High Priestess is about receiving hunches about the way forward. She comes in our dreams if you ask her. Sometimes if we just ask the High Priestess, what will I do next? She sends us oracles, she sends us messages through dreams, through other people, because she is right under this Two of Wands, which is about life decisions. What brings you most happiness? Do some of you have to find a life that's got more passion? Because I keep getting a feeling, Libra, that's what you desire. More passion, more excitement, and it doesn't only come through our relationships, it comes through our work, how we go out and make a living. All of that contributes to a meaningful life. In your soul level, you're a little bit boundaried here. Now, that's not a bad thing. Having boundaries is not a bad thing. Maybe some of you, that's what the Eight of Cups is about. There's people who have not been meeting your needs and you're putting boundaries down, and you're sort of, it's like you're owning this fire and you're maybe saying no more because, I don't know, maybe some of you have been in relationships that have been a bit wishy-washy, or there's not being a proper coming together. And Libra, you've been asked to put some boundaries down. In some ways, the Nine of Wands is quite often classed as a defensive card, and a lot of people see it as quite negative, but it all depends on how the rest of the cards are playing out. And because of that, Eight of Cups is telling me, for some Libras, all your needs are not being satisfied. And this beautiful page is appearing, these new feelings. It might be you need to put some boundaries down around the people who are not fulfilling your needs. Sometimes walking away is the only power that we have. But your outcome is this beautiful, passionate Queen of Wands. She is just this magnetic fire energy. So with the Four of Wands, beautiful guys, okay? Four of Wands with the Queen of Wands is loads of passion. It's a new chapter. It's about festivals, celebration. But I've got a funny feeling, Libra, that you might have to fight for it a little bit. And when I say fight for it, I mean to put some really strong boundaries around people who are just draining your emotional energy, or not fulfilling your needs, or making you feel worthless. And no one can make us feel anything. We're the ones that have to say no and walk away from a situation, because we are the masters of our own fate. And by the looks of it, Libra, you are working towards claiming that power. It's exactly what I picked up but before I even got near your reading. I think it's definitely, the month of August is going to be a month of a lot of processing, a lot of boundaries, and a lot of work to begin to birth a new chapter. I think some of you might have some new feelings emerging for someone, but I keep getting the same message: play it lightly, flirt, date, have fun, but we cannot put our whole desires onto one person. We need to love in a way that a person feels free in our company, and that's really what playfulness is about. It's loving in a really light way. You're moving to an incredibly positive and powerful ending to August, Libra. So whatever you feel, whatever confusion, whatever brain fog, try not judge it. I know it's hard when you're in it, and we want it, and we want it now. I wouldn't start anything new in Mars retrograde. That is sort of the message from most people. Delays, but the delays are a positive and not a negative. Because when Mars goes forward, we're going to have all this fire and all this passion, and that's exactly what you've got here, guys, okay? So relationship readings next week, and I wish you all the best, Libra. Bye.